we have another role model with us who is a real inspiration to people that what may come, he has to fight and stand on his feet again. We have, and that is Dr. Niraj Vohra. And he's a renowned orthopedic, and he's a gold medalist in orthopedics from the University of Mumbai and specializes in hip and knee replacement surgery. Having trained and worked extensively in the UK and Mumbai, he has performed more than 4,000 primary and revision joint replacement. He's a teacher, examiner at the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Mumbai and enjoys sailing, scuba diving, and adventure sports. Besides being the invited faculty on various national and international training programs, he has also been involved in designing of instrumentations for total knee replacement systems. He practices advanced hospitals in Juhu, Bellevue, and Andheri, and Nanavati Super Specialty Hospital in Villeparle. He is the first one pioneer in doing the robotic surgeries, having completed his fellowship in Oswestry, one of the busiest joint centers in the UK. He's fully trained in all kinds of hip and knee replacement surgery. So over to you, Dr. Niraj Vohra. I have been seeing your post, and you always have big obstacles in life, but with your own motivation, which that really motivates me. That if your hand is gone, your hip is gone, you are again standing and as an inspiration to the society. So over to you about few words on sustainable development.
Thank you, Daljit. Thank you very much. As you can see, I am a little bit under the weather at the moment, having had a third shoulder reconstructive surgery in the last 1 year. But, these things tend to test us, and you just have to get on with it. In our country, from my perspective, which is basically joint replacement, arthritis of the hip and the knee, especially the knee, is a major problem. Our country has got a lot of patients who would benefit from this, but unfortunately, it's an extremely underutilized specialty. Demographic studies conducted by us have shown that in a city like Bombay, and there's just one city in this massive country that we are doing about 15 to 20,000 joint replacements a year. The requirement actually is closer to about 120,000. 120,000 a year should be done. We are doing about 15,000. And I think the problem over here is twofold. One is we don't have enough qualified doctors to do a good job. And the other is that patient awareness is still not as much as it should be. What we try to do is to work in conjunction with the companies that manufacture these implants to try to reach out to as many patients as possible to explain to them that this is not as much of a dramatic thing as they imagine. A lot of people think that if they do a joint replacement, they'll be bedbound, because invariably someone knows someone whose uncles, grandfathers, brothers, neighbors, servants, wives, uncle had the operation and this went wrong. And that is extremely unusual. The other thing that most of us do, and I speak just not for myself, but I think from the entire community of joint replacement surgeons, is that we are actively involved in training. So we are training the future generations in the right techniques, the right way to do things, so that they can carry forward all this work, because this is a never-ending process. I mean, the day I die is not the day that the world is going to come to an end and everyone's needs are going to be fine. This work is going to have to continue to be carried on. The other major important thing, which I think the government of India has actually done a lot about, is the pricing of the implants. We had a big problem in the past that the cost of the implant made it extremely difficult for the average patient to be able to benefit from the surgery. The government of India has, over the last about 6 or 7 years, really brought down the pricing of the implants, making it a much more affordable operation. So as you can see that, sustainability of something and for the greater good of the people is not just something that one person can do. It has to be teamwork. It has to be, the government agencies, NGOs like yourself, you all help us reach out to people that we would not be able to reach out to otherwise. My nursing staff, my ward staff, my hospital staff, the physios, we've all got to be able to have the similar focus, and there should be one focus, and that is we've got to do this to make the quality of life of the average citizen better. And as long as that is your aim and intention, I don't think anything can stop you in achieving what you want. not even a bad shoulder. So I think I'll leave it at that. But thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I do tend to get a bit carried away when I'm asked to talk about these things, so I'm trying to control myself over here.
Yes.
But thank you very much.
Thank you very much for giving your precious time to us and knowing more, like, because the word spread by you and the NGOs together can definitely bring a lots of change in our country, where people can really benefit from gems like you, like who wants to work and give a better life to the people. But people are very much scared because the thing which you said, they're scared. Oh my God, after having the knee replacement surgery, my father had this problem and that problem. So that word spread. So we have to do lots of more awareness programs that no, after a certain age, everybody has to undergo this kind of changes. And that is a very necessary thing for us to survive for our future. Thank you very much, Dr. Niraj.
Thank you.